I 25 am wondering if my boyfriend 34 still has his ex in his life. I've known my boyfriend for about a year and a half and have been dating him for about 7 months. We met in a business networking group and were more acquaintances than anything else. Our business group went to an outing one night and we kinda hit it off. We then went for drinks a week later to talk about business, or so I thought. Our business group required weekly meetings so I didn't think anything of it. He then asked me if I would like to grab dinner afterwards. I thought that he was dating someone so I asked and he said no. If I was dating someone I wouldn't be here with you right now. I thought that was fair but again, I also thought it was strictly a business meeting. So, we go out for dinner and had the most amazing time. We talked all night and didn't realize how late it was. He went out with me and a couple friends that night as well and ended up sleeping at my place. Nothing happened, we just slept next to each other. We slowly started getting closer and started spending a lot more time together. I had gotten out of a terrible relationship 2 years prior and was not really looking to actually date anyone. I expressed this to him but he was persistent because he claimed to really like me and knew that we would have an amazing future together and I was too great of a person to just let go. I'm not a social media type so I do not post anything anywhere. He is the exact opposite and posts all the time. He is a successful photographer so it's mostly to keep people updated on what he does. He quickly started posting me and people immediately thought we were official. 1 month after us talking and spending time together, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I politely declined and stuck to what I had originally told him. He was not upset and respected my boundaries. We continued talking and hanging out as if it never happened. Fast forward another 2 months and he asked me again. I said yes this time because I had really gotten to see him for who he was and felt safe. I had never had someone respect me and my wishes as much as he did and still does. Keep in mind, I'm not someone that deals with drama, confrontation, or disrespect. I will walk away and let bygones be bygones. Our relationship had been absolutely perfect until some mutual friends started questioning me and how our relationship was going. Of course, this started making me question things in him. I started feeling as if they knew something that I didn't and I was left in the dark looking like an idiot. I'm not proud of it, but I went through his phone while he was passed out drunk one night. He knows because I told him. I had never done this before and am still embarrassed at the fact that I did. I found out that he never stopped talking to his ex, which I know her because of our business group, until a couple weeks after we became official. They were very flirty and kept in touch as friends. I found out that he was still sharing a lease with her in a home he no longer lived in because she would not leave the home they shared due to not having anywhere to go. He was keeping some of his things at the house because he didn't have the space in his new apartment. She would reach out and ask him for help fixing things around the house. She would also ask him to borrow money because she couldn't make rent and so on. When I confronted him about this, he didn't deny anything and told me that he didn't want her to fall flat on her face. He said he let her borrow money because he was not going to get evicted out of a place he was no longer living at because of her. He then told me about a situation I knew nothing about and would never have if he didn't tell me. They both went to an event in Vegas, got drunk and he ended up in her room. He claimed nothing happened because he was too drunk and passed out. This did happen 2 weeks before we became official, so he didn't cheat on me. I will also say, the texts were no longer flirty after we became official and they were strictly about getting his things out of the house when she was ready to move. I asked him to block her number and he didn't and lied that he did. I also asked him to block her on his social and he claimed he did but didn't do that either. We haven't talked about it since I confronted him and agreed to move on because it happened before we were officially together. He takes great care of me and invests a lot in me and really cares about our future. He invites me and drags me out to all his events that he does photography for. He wants me to travel for work with him. It doesn't seem that someone that is cheating would love me as much as he does and would try as much as he does, but I think deep down I can't let this go. I still have a feeling they are messing around and talking. Am I just being insecure about the situation and overthinking? Or do I have something to worry about here? Should I still be questioning his actions? Too long didn't read. I found out my boyfriend was talking to his ex while trying to have a relationship with me. He claims it's done and no longer talks to her, but how can I be sure when they have had a recent fling?